Hi everybody, this is Jason Wilson. Today we'll be talking about the 5 home tips you should tackle during the winter season. Stay tuned. And so if you're thinking about selling, here's a couple tips that you guys should think about when it comes to home maintenance during the winter, even if you're not selling, and of course if you are. So number 1 that we're going to cover is protect your pipes. Even though we live in Georgia and rarely does it get below freezing, it does dip down there. We have in the last couple of years had a couple of below or around 20 degrees in which water does freeze. And so if you have the spigots on the side of your house, everybody has that. They make little foam covers that you can put over that. But if you also have things like a pool or a koi pond that has piping, those are in danger during that time. And so simply wrapping them, even in a towel or some type of insulation or a cover, just to provide a little bit of heat in there, can go a long way from protecting any of your outside pipes. Obviously, if you have a hose connected and the spigot is on and the hose is filled with water, shut that off and drain it. All right, so number 2, give your oven some loving. One of the things that happens throughout the year is there's, you're cooking, life is busy, things get dirty. In fact, we're in the process right now of working on a transaction in which one of the issues was the house looks beautiful, it's up for sale, but the oven hasn't been cleaned in forever. So a simple cleaning of your oven can get a lot of the grease off of there. It can create a situation when you do want to cook your turkey for your Christmas dinner or your ham, whatever it is that you guys do. Create some smoke in the house because it's burning off the old stuff. So clean the oven, this is a great time to go ahead and take care of that. So number 3 we'll talk about is check your insulation. So this is when your heaters are getting fired up and used. Now I realize that we've dropped down into the 30s some nights, but we're up in the 60s during the day. Most of the heat and most of the heat load that comes in, as well as what is lost inside the house during the winter, is through the roof line. So your attic is your number 1 place. That's where you're going to want to check the insulation. And if you're thinking about doing an upgrade, obviously blown insulation would be a very simple process, but foam insulation is not that expensive. Open cell foam can truly seal that attic and create quite the insulation barrier that will hold in heat and actually keep heat out in the summer months, dramatically lowering your heating and air conditioning bill. All right, so number 4, the Christmas tree. So many of you have a Christmas tradition of getting a Christmas tree, especially a real one, and they're stringing up lights. If you're like my family, my daughters just go absolutely crazy with the lighting out there. You want to check your lights for splices in the wires. These things get thrown underneath, the storage. They get thrown in storage bins and underneath spots where you store stuff. In our case, we have this little cubby that it gets shoved in that is down at ankle level. This stuff gets beat up. And so these wires can be spliced, and when you're putting all this stuff up, especially on a live tree, it's kind of kindling for, a fire hazard. So check that from a safety standpoint. It's great to decorate from the holidays, but safety is a concern. All right, so number 5 that we're going to talk about is get secure. So the big thing that I want to share with you here is that burglaries, statistically speaking, nationwide, do spike during the holiday season. And one of the reasons it's really easy is we're actually making it easier for burglars these days, because a lot of us order our stuff from Amazon Prime or some type of online service, and we get packages delivered to our door while we're at work, and they just get stacked up in front of the house. I mean, that makes it really easy. There's no breaking and entering. They just walk up, grab your package, throw it in their trunk, and drive away. I've experienced this in both Florida and in Georgia, and so you're going to want to make sure that you do some diligence on this stuff. You can leave a note for your package provider to put stuff around the rear of the house. You can have your neighbors take it in for you. You could even install one of those doorbells that has a camera on it that can tell you if somebody's at the front of your house, and it alerts you. There's a lot of things you can do that are not that much money or none at all to help secure your home and your packages, because you don't want somebody just to grab your package and then be enticed to actually break in your house. And also, don't forget to mention alarm systems. Those are a great option. So these are about 5 things that you can do that we would consider Georgia winter maintenance on the home, and to protect yourself during the holidays. Ursula and I thank you guys so much for everything you've done in 2017. We also thank you for those of you that were able to make it out to the pie event. Both Ursula and I were happy to see you guys and get a chance to catch up. We look forward to an awesome 2018. And if there's a topic and a question you have about real estate you want to know, just reply to this video email and let us know what that is and we'll cover it. Thanks so much.